What's up, guys? My name's Sajin and welcome to my channel and to Stardew Valley. I'm gonna be starting up this channel playing things like Stardew Valley and Star Citizen. Not just things that start with Star, but both games that I like a lot. I also played a lot of Skyrim. Alright, now I realize that all of these games start with an S. Never mind. At any rate, there'll be some other games on my channel, I'm sure, over time that I'll play, but I'm probably going to be playing mostly Stardew and probably Star Citizen for the beginning of it, which I know is like two complete opposite ends of the spectrum, but it's what I enjoy. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. If you're not familiar with either of these games, I hope to make you aware of them. Maybe it's something you'd like to play or get into. So, I mean, Stardew is definitely the cheaper of the entry points because I think it's like $14.99 on Steam currently at this time. So, but if you, yeah, hopefully you guys like this. So we are going to start out with a new farm, and let's create our character here. So, and let's go with something kind of cool, because kind of have an idea of what I want to do for the farm here. On this new farm setup. I'm really not liking any of these. Let's see. There we go. I think that's what we're gonna go with. But we need a beard because, you know, it's important to have beards. I mean, for some people. Alright, there we go. Beard, and let's change the shirt. So what I'm looking for is kind of a plaid shirt, if it exists. I don't know if it does or not. That one's pretty good. We'll come back to that if I don't find exactly what I'm looking for. That's a red shirt. That's helpful. Okay, so to explain what I'm doing here, I am looking for a shirt that makes me look more like Lumberjack, because that is the type of farm that I'm going to create. Basically, we are going to do the forest farm. The woods limit your farming space, however, the bounty of the forest is nearly at your doorstep. So, full disclosure, I've played Star Citizen. Yes, I've played Star Citizen. I've played Stardew Valley, you know, quite a bit so far. I probably have about 80 or so hours into the game. I've made it all the way to year 3 in my main save file. But I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. When I did my first farm, I did a regular farm. I kind of, you know, experimented, you know, doing a little bit of everything. You know, some animal stuff, some, you know, farming stuff, mining, fighting, all of that. And I kind of wanted to play this game from a standpoint of, you know, using the different farms and using the different, you know, options as kind of like a role. So my goal is to create a lumberjack. Is going to be my farmer, and he's going to mostly focus on things to deal with the forest and trees and foraging and that type of stuff, and that's going to be like the main entryway into the game. I'm still going to do all of the community center and all that kind of stuff. I'm still going to do all that, but my goal, honestly, is to try and you know, do as much as I can, you know, from a lumberjack perspective. I kind of like that. I don't know, those suspenders are pretty cool. That's pretty good too. I'm just trying to think of like what a lumberjack would look like, you know? blueprint? No, I mean, that's pretty good. I kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess... See, I can change the pants color. I can't change the shirt color. We'll go with... That's gonna work. So, we're gonna call this guy, of course, Sajin. Oh, I can't fit it all. Let's see. Let's just do Jack. Right? We will call this Lumber Farm. Jack Lumber. Favorite thing? Pine trees. And we will select the dog and all that good stuff. Now I'm gonna go ahead and skip the intro. I don't know if you've not seen the intro. There's a ton of videos of it online on YouTube. You can check out the intro video if that interests you. I'm gonna go ahead and select the forest farm, and let's get into this thing. Check out the house. Interesting. So, yep. So here is our farm. And it doesn't look a whole lot different from the other farm until, like, the regular farm, until you get kind of like over here. Let's just clear a path over to the left, and I can kind of show you. So there's still the waterway down here, although it's a bit bigger, it seems. The lake down there, or pond, or whatever you want to call it. There is the greenhouse, and then here is where things differ quite a bit. So in the forest farm, you have these sections over here where hardwood can be farmed pretty much every day, I think. I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't know if you can farm it every day or not. This is my first time ever playing the forest farm, so I have no idea. Up here is Grandpa's little shrine. Jack, wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year. Grandpa. Awesome. So, I know it's weird. I'm Sajin. The character's name is Jack. It's gonna be weird. Just, you're gonna have to look past it, honestly. This will be the mushroom cave or the fruit bat cave, whichever we decide. I think I'm probably gonna go mushroom. I think you just make more money off the mushrooms. Mushroom seems more like a foraging thing to me anyway, not that. And we're gonna be focusing on trees, so I'll probably be able to hopefully plant a bunch of different saplings and stuff like that. So, but to get started, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clear out all this mess. And we are basically out of energy. I don't really have anything I can eat to gain energy, so we're just going to take what we have so far. And we're going to sell the stone and the fiber and the sap and the mixed seeds. We're going to hold on to the wood. We're trying to get 300 wood because one of my goals is to fix the bridge down at the fishing spot, which I'll show you guys later. Or I guess I can show you right now, actually. We can walk that way. So, the first goal I have is to fix the bridge to the spot where all the coral and stuff is at, because in the early game, that's going to be a pretty big money maker for us, because we're not going to be doing much planting outside of the things that need to be planted for the community center. I'm not really trying to be super crop focused as much as I am, you know, forest focused as far as foraging and that kind of thing. Foraging will probably be the skill we upgrade first, just because, I mean, it's mostly what we're going to be doing. But you see down here they have shells and things that you can pick up. And you find some over here on the beach from time to time. You'll find one or two things occasionally or whatever. But honestly, our goal is to fix this, which it takes 300 pieces of wood to fix it. And you can see there's some coral or something over there, or sea urchin, I think it is. Those things are worth, you know, a couple hundred gold each for each thing you find over here. And you can usually find, you know, 1 or 2 items per day kind of thing over there. So it really helps out from a money making perspective, because we're not gonna have a lot of money early game because we're not planting a lot. So I mean, most people would make a lot of money from planting things, which, like I said, we will plant some things. We are still playing the full game kind of thing, but just kind of focusing more from a lumberjack perspective. You know, we're a lumberjack. That's who Jack is, and we're gonna try and, you know, have him mostly focus on foresty type stuff, foraging and that sort of thing. Hence all the bushes in the forest farm, why we picked this farm. So but we are completely zonked. I don't know what else we could go do. Be nice if we had a way to make some money. I guess we could still cut this grass, because that doesn't, luckily cutting things like this does not expire energy. So I don't want to cut all of that grass, because some of the things we'll need for the community center do include you know, some of the animal things. So we will need a silo to cut, you know, that will need to cut the grass to, you know, put in the silo for hay. So I'm trying to leave as much of the grass as possible and just get rid of all of these leaves and debris and whatnot. There's a boatload of stones down here. We cannot get any of this yet, because our axe isn't strong enough yet to break the stump. We'll have to upgrade, but this should give us a pretty hefty amount of hardwood, which in my previous playthrough, that was one of the hardest things for me. You know, you could only get, I mean, you could get some hardwood from mining and things like that, but mostly you get hardwood down at the enchanted forest, and the enchanted forest only gives you like 12 hardwood a day. But when you need to upgrade your house and you need 150 pieces of hardwood, that can take quite a while. So that is not a problem we're going to have once we get an upgraded axe. We should definitely be able to handle that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to that, not having to worry about hardwood. But it should, you know, playing this way should make for an interesting, or I'm hoping anyway, an interesting, you know, challenge, so to speak. I mean, again, you know, we'll still be playing through the whole game, and eventually we'll get to, you know, farming some things and all that, but mostly trying to focus on what can we do from a lumberjack's standpoint, and just cut down wood and things like that, and make money that way. Once we have the 300 wood, I mean, there's other things we will need wood for, but we will probably be using wood as a way to make money. So we will be selling a lot of the wood that we collect, in the early game at least anyway, until we get further along and are making money off of, you know, maybe some of our fruit trees and things like that. So that's the goal anyway. Hopefully this works out pretty good. We'll see what happens. Get you. I think I just about have all of the weeds. I don't know if these are weeds. They look like little bushes to me, but I'm gonna call them weeds. So let's see, what else can we do? I guess this would be a good time that we can go talk to some villagers. I mean, I don't know what else we can do at this point. We have no energy, so trying to do anything that requires energy is going to be problematic. So I'm guessing that's probably the best thing we can do, is just go meet some people. So let's head into town after I drop off all of this stuff at the bin. And you, and you. Keeping the wood for the time being. Alright, let's go see what's happening. Usually this late at night you can find most of the shops and stuff are closed, people's houses are closed, but you can always go find people at the saloon. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna go see what's happening in here. And there's a few people in here. Hi, I'm Clint. Hey Clint, how's it going, Clint? This is the infamous Pam, who is a bit of a drunkard. Yep, she'd buy me a drink if she could afford it. Pam is the bus driver, but she's not making any money right now because the bus is kaput for the time being. I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Stardew Saloon. What's up, Gus? And this is Emily. Read on your face, you're going to love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. I'm in the saloon, silly. I'm literally in here. So, and this is Shane. Shane is always brooding. He's always not in the greatest mood. I don't know who you are. Why are you talking to me? Well, because eventually you will be my friend. Right now you're a jerk. Eventually you'll be my friend. Over here you got the arcade games. Joja Cola Machine. We hate Joja. Nobody likes Joja. Joja's awful. Journey of the Prairie King. Let's see here. I'm not very good at this game, just to be fair. I pretty much suck at it. I've never done well. I've played it so many times in my last playthrough of this game, and I always seem to die. Just like that. Happens a lot, matter of fact. I'm sure you can hear how much I'm hitting the keyboard shooting, trying to keep these guys from getting me. Not being very successful at it. Oh no, oh no, oh. And dead. I'm sorry if I'm a little sniffly. I have a bit of a cold. Trying to get some recordings done, but it has not been the easiest thing to try and do this with a cold. I'm probably picking the worst time ever to try and start recording, but it's fine. I have the time, so I'm gonna try and utilize it to get my channel going, because it's something I have been wanting to do, and I finally have the time to do it. Nope, 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 nope. Well, there's that. I think we'll go ahead and quit while we're not ahead, and go home and lick our wounds from our massive beating we just took on Journey of the Prairie King. So, we'll do a little walk around town real quick first, just so you can kind of see everything if you've never played Stardew before. Most of you who are probably watching this have played Stardew before. Hopefully you love it as much as I do. It is a pretty fun game. Ooh, forgeable. We got ourselves a daffodil. No, I need to get off of that. That's bad. I'm just literally burning energy, picking at the ground with nothing there. So the one benefit to roaming around is you find forageables like this, like the daffodils, and those can be sold for money. And they upgrade your skill in foraging, which is also good. You can search trash cans. I don't know if that really counts as foraging or not, but it's not the greatest idea when it comes to villagers seeing you. They don't like that. It will affect how they feel about you, and your eventual goal is to make friends with everyone, because by making friends with everyone you get achievements. I mean, that's really all you get from it. Eventually you can, start dating people, the ones that say single. You can get married, all that kind of stuff, and there's some benefits to all that, but I still haven't been married in my in my first playthrough of the game, which, you know, I put 3 years into, and or not 3 actual years, 3 in-game years that I've played, and I haven't gotten married. Although I am pretty much at max hearts with everyone. I even gave everyone a bouquet, so I'm literally, I have my pick of the litter as far as who I would want to marry, because I literally have every available person at max hearts, so I could literally pick anyone. And I haven't really decided on who I'm going to pick yet, but probably Leah, who I'm sure we'll meet sometime throughout this playthrough. Main reason being, I like her character, I like her storylines, like, you know, and she very much reminds me of my fiance, who is a redhead and happens to be a vegetarian, matter of fact, and also is pretty good at drawing. So, and you know, Leah's an artist, so it just reminds me of her a lot. So that's probably who I will end up picking. Possibly who I may end up picking through this playthrough. I don't know. Who knows? Sky's the limit. We will just have to wait and see what happens. Now, I could eat this leek. I think it's a leek. Yeah, it's a leek. It will give me a little bit of energy. Might allow me to chop down one more tree. Yep, matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. That's it. That is all we have. It is 1 a.m. We need to get to bed. In fact, I think, if I remember correctly, see, in my other playthrough, I always stay up till almost 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is the cutoff. At 2 a.m., you hit the deck. You're knocked out. And usually when that happens, if you're not in your bed, you don't gain any energy back. However, I do think there is a penalty if you go to bed past midnight, where all of your energy doesn't come back. I don't remember. I'll have to see. In my other playthrough, all my tools are upgraded. I rarely use a lot of energy, so it's not really something that I worry about too much. I mean, in fact, I make so much money in my other playthrough that I fall asleep wherever I'm standing, and it doesn't even matter. Yes, I see the package. I know it's parsnips. I will get to that eventually. I'm mostly worried about clearing out my space at the moment, so go ahead and go to sleep for the night. See how much money we earned. We earned a level up in foraging. Trees will drop seeds. We learned the wild seeds recipe, and we can now craft field snocks. Yes, I said snock. I'm sure you're like, why did you say snock? So I got into this game originally because my kids were into it. And my daughter one day, we were playing on multiplayer, and she was asking me, she's like, how do I make this thing? I'm like, what thing? And she said, a field snock. And I'm like, a snock? So it just became this little inside joke. So I will probably call those field snocks all the time, just because I'm so used to saying it with my daughter. Yeah, there's that. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. Alright, Willie. Willie has our fishing rod, which is also going to be important. Fishing is a great way to make money early game. And being that we're going to be doing mostly farming type stuff, or not farming, what am I saying? Being that we're going to be doing mostly woodsman type stuff, you know, chopping down trees and the like, it's going to matter greatly that we utilize fishing as an additional means to make money. In the beginning, it won't matter so much because I'm going to be burning pretty much all my energy just chopping down trees and stuff, so it really won't help us out much to have the fishing rod, because I'm not going to have the energy to use it. But we will get down there eventually. I mean, once we have the 300 wood, we will head back down to the beach and unlock or build the bridge so that we can get over to the coral section and get all of that stuff. So we're just gonna do some more clean out here. out of energy again, but that's okay because we now have the recipe to make these. The field snocks. They give you 45 energy and 18 health. So we are going to make one of those, and we are going to eat it almost immediately because we are getting really close to having enough wood to fix that bridge. And I'm hoping that we can get up to 300 wood and actually go handle that right now. Which will be the earliest I've ever done that in any of my playthroughs that I've done, which, like I said, I've mostly only had the main one, but like I said, I've played multiplayer with my kids a little bit, my son and my daughter. They both really love Stardew. In fact, my daughter has a YouTube channel, which she was the one that inspired me, honestly, to start my own YouTube channel. Because I saw how much fun she was having with it, and it's just kind of this thing that we're gonna start doing together. So I help her with her videos, with editing and uploading and that kind of thing. I'll be honest, my editing skills aren't the greatest, but I do know a little bit about Premiere Pro. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what we use to edit. Alright, and that is over 300 wood, so we are going to go ahead, since we're completely out of energy. Anyway, in fact, I need to make sure I'm not on, make sure I'm not on a tool that's going to actually hit the ground or anything, because I may actually, you can exhaust yourself to the point of, I don't remember if you pass out or what happens, but I know it can happen. I know you can definitely burn through all of your energy and just be completely exhausted. So, but let's go make this. Oh, right, the fishing pole. Hello, Willie. Ahoy there, son. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Good to meet you too, Willie. Trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. I most certainly will, dude. No worries. I'm sure I will be in and out of your fish and bait shop. In fact, I'm probably going to go get a bunch of coral and sell that to you, like, as soon as you open up, if that's a thing, if you open up today. My shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. Yep. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say, anyway. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. So now we have the fishing rod, so we can go fishing. We will eventually upgrade that and get better fishing rods along the way, but for now, let's go build us a bridge. Oh, I'm going to stop by and talk to Elliot. Ah, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in a little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Alright, cool, Elliot. That's cool that you live on a beach. Though, I mean, to be fair, your house kind of looks like a shack. But, no judgment. I mean, my farm looks like complete crap right now, so. And the bridge. So this is the... Oh no, my inventory's full. Oh, I didn't think that through. What to do? Okay. Don't really need the fiber. Don't really need the seeds. We're just gonna dump those and pretend like we didn't lose some money from it. This will be worth so much more money than those two things. So this is worth it. Just to get this coral and this one urchin. And in fact, the sea urchin's a gold sea urchin, so that's pretty good. So yeah, so I don't know what you call this. I guess the there's a name for it. I'm sure I'm gonna think of it after I'm done recording this and feel like a complete derp. But anyway, this beach section, like the water washes up, there's coral on the on over there, and then you can overnight, you know, the tide comes in, and it leaves coral and all kinds of other stuff behind. It's not like a thing you can see. You don't see the water like fill up this area, but every day you can come back and check for coral and sea urchins and clams and oysters and all kinds of other things that will eventually show up there. Usually the longer you leave it, the more things that show up. I don't know if those things ever despawn or not. I just know I've been over there sometimes and found like 8 or 9 or 10 things or whatever, and other times I've been over there and found 1 or 2 like I did today. It just depends. So we're gonna head into Willie's shop here, and we're gonna go ahead and sell him these 2 things right away. I'm sorry I didn't look and see how much that was worth, but this 1 coral is worth 80 gold, which is not, you know, not anything to shy away from at this early stage of the game. Especially considering, since we were out of inventory, one of the main things I want to do early on is get the upgraded backpack, which I can show you, and I think I talked about earlier, or if I didn't, maybe that was in another video I tried to record or something, I don't know, but the backpack is 2,000 gold just for the first upgrade. It's pretty hefty. It's definitely up there in price. This is the calendar. You can eventually buy one of these for your house, but this shows you when everybody's birthday is. You get more hearts, I guess, or more friendship points when you give someone a gift on their birthday, especially if it's a gift that they like. I forget what the multiplier is or whatever. I've looked it up before, but I'm not super familiar with it. So this is the mayor, which we actually already met. They just don't show you that we met because we met him in the intro, which I skipped the intro. So, but this is Pierre's shop, where you can buy all of your seeds and things like that, and the saplings. These are the things we're going to be going for right after we get the backpack. We're going to try and get as many of these saplings as we can get going early on in the game. We definitely want to focus mostly on trees and less on planting, but we will be buying some seeds because there are certain things we need for the community center that we're going to want, you know, right away. So there are some things we're going to be planting right away. And since everybody's in here, we're going to use this opportunity to talk to everyone, because one of the first quests or whatever that you have, let's see, where's what am I looking for? I'm looking for the journal. Yes, introductions. So it would be a nice gesture to introduce yourself around town. Some people might be anxious to meet the new farmer. 10 of 28 people greeted. So one of your first quests, so to speak, is to talk to everyone. So I'm going to go around and talk to all these people. Just real quick. I'm not really reading what they're saying. If you want to read what they say, you can stop. I'll read sometimes. Sometimes I won't. I'm not very consistent with that. So, smiles at you through a mist of sweat. That is gross. Very gross. Sometimes I'll read what the villagers say. Sometimes I'll skip through it. Sometimes they wrap around and you end up hearing the same things over and over again, so it's kind of pointless to keep hearing to say, oh, the backpack, almost forgot. That's what I went in here to show you guys in the first place. So right here is the backpack for sale, and you can see the very first one is 2,000 gold, and it says backpack upgrade 24 slots, but I think what that actually means is I currently have 12 slots. The upgraded backpack gives me this additional row, so I end up with 24 slots total. It's not like it gives me an additional 24 slots, because if that was the case, it'd give me all of this available space, and it would be great. But that is not actually what happens. It only gives you this row here, and then the next upgrade, which I think is like, I'm gonna get this number wrong, so I'm not even gonna say it. It's up there. It's 5 figures. The next upgrade is 5 figures. I can tell you that. It's not a cheap thing by any stretch of the imagination. It's very expensive. So we will just go around town talking to everybody we can to try and meet everyone. Why, hello and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you like. I'm a complete stranger, lady. But okay, very friendly people around here. That's great. Hey, Alex. Yep, I'm the new guy. Yep, pretty cool. So let's see. This is Pam's trailer. Penny lives with Pam, although I don't see Penny in here. There's Pam, who we've already talked to, so I'm not going to bother talking to again. She'll probably just mention something about drinking. This is JojaMart. You will not see me in JojaMart much. I don't really like JojaMart. They're the evil corporation that's trying to take everything over. Shane works for JojaMart currently. Not interested in talking though. You can talk to Morris, who is an awful human being. I don't believe we met. I'm Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. Blah, 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 blah. When you decide you want to... I will never, ever be a Joja member. I have no interest in your Joja-ness. You can buy things here. They're not... They're a little bit cheaper than Pierre's, but honestly, I just don't. Honestly, I don't. There's something about the whole evil corporation taking over kind of thing that I really just can't get behind. That's my personal preference. If you are really looking to maximize on profits, you can certainly buy from Joja. You know, even with this playthrough that I'm doing now, where I'm this, you know, lumberjack named Jack who can't make a whole lot of money because I'm not planting a whole lot of stuff. Like, even with all of that, where I could save a little money on the things I do plant, but buying them from Joja, it's never going to happen. It's just not. You're never going to see me buy anything from there. So, this over here to the left is the community center. We don't have access to it yet, but once we do, there will be things we need to purchase to put in there. Can I bust that rock? I probably can't bust that rock. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to pass out. And I am just literally at the bottom edge of energy. I have 8 energy left. I don't know how much energy gets used each time you use a tool, but that's not a lot of energy at all. So I'm not even going to risk it. We will catch that another day. Hello. Sebastian. Yep, I am the new guy. Yep, cool. Yeah, awesome. Nice talking to you. Come here, dude. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, local scientist and father. Thanks for introducing yourself. Well, that's good that you're a dad. I am a dad too. I mean, not in this game. I'm this ain't even me. This is Jack. I'm role playing. Never mind. You get the point. So, not much to really see up here. Eventually we will get to unlock the mines, which are up here to the right. I think it's like 3 days or something like that before this bust open and you can get in the mines. I don't really remember. But eventually we will be doing some mining for sure. You need stuff for the community center that you find in the mines. We will also be utilizing that as an extra way to make a little bit of extra money. A stranger, hello. Yes, I am a stranger. I just waltzed into your tent. Don't mind me, I just live out here alone. Okay, dude, no problem. I live on a farm, all by myself. Let's go see. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be closed. Yep, closed. Closed at 8. Yeah, but usually by 8 o'clock, everything's pretty much shut down. There's not a whole massive amount that you can do. What we can do, though, we can go down to the area below the farm, or below the forest, as it were, since we are the forest farm. I guess we're both. Doesn't matter. Either way. But we can go down here, and usually there's some forageables to be found. Down, where's the... Do I have a path to get down? There we go. Down here. So usually you can find some stuff down here, like that. There's a, what is that, dandelion? Yep, dandelion. Which, amazingly enough, you can eat in this game. I don't know if dandelions are poisonous or not in real life. Maybe they are. I don't really know. Can I? Yes. We will drop the fiber. Pick up the horseradish. Horseradish is worth some money. We could also eat it for energy. Ooh, good point. We need it for energy. So we will eat the dandelion. We will eat the horseradish. There we go. Now we have a little bit of energy at least. So if I do accidentally use a tool, I'm not going to pass out in the middle of the friggin' field. Let's go. And just like that, I used the wrong tool. That could have been dangerous. So I think it's down. Is it down here? Where are the... No, it's not down here. Yeah, it is down here. No, yes. There they are. The spring onions. These are forageables you can pick up. You can eat these. You can sell these. They usually have more every single day. So that's one, you know, for early game, you can kind of come down here and pick some of these. They also sometimes have some, you know, over here and down here next to this nasty sewer, which is a little bit hard to see in the dark, but there's just sewage dumping into the ocean, which I get that's kind of how things go, but usually it's like cleaned up a bit before they do it, hopefully. But I mean, you can just see the trash down there on the beach. These people in this town just do not care. They really don't. So let's go back on up here. It's pretty late, so we're gonna head straight back to the farm, because at this point I don't even know. We should make it. Back up we go. Now, if we can navigate around all of this and make it back to our house, that would be ideal. We do have some extra ponds and stuff. That's interesting. I wouldn't have figured there'd be that many ponds in the forest farm. I would have thought it'd be more trees and things like that, but... And to bed we go. I guess I should have sold all that stuff before I came to bed, but yep, we didn't sell anything. But no matter, we will sell it on this day. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really looking forward to recording more of this series and see how it goes with our Lumberjack Jack. And yeah, I will leave a link in the description for my daughter's channel in case you're interested. She's really excited about recording things like Stardew Valley. I don't know what else. She plays a lot of Sims and stuff too, so she may eventually record some stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.